Yo man, what is going on? It is your boy B-Lie Soul back in this bitch again, aka B-Lie, aka there's some new Drake that I'm potentially really excited for right now. So, just to cut to the chase, Drake put out a new record last night. It's something that I guess has been teased for a while, at least from, he's been having his stuff with Future, and now he has this record. Now, the reason this record has been so anticipated, I guess, is because we saw he was shooting a video maybe a week or two ago in front of Marcy Projects. Anybody that knows about hip-hop knows about Jay-Z. Marcy Projects, it's a pretty historical hip-hop landmark, if you want to call it that. He was shooting a video out in front of Marcy. Now we have more information on the record. I heard maybe 10 seconds of it, and from what I heard, not even just his rapping, it just made me excited because from what I understand, and at least from what I listened to, he flipped Song Cry, which I guess makes sense of him, you know, being in front of Marcy. So the record, and as far as I understand, there's two parts to it. It's the When to Say When in Chicago Freestyle. That's the name of it. So as far as I know, he flipped Song Cry, classic Jay-Z song. But I'm gonna shut the fuck up. We gonna go ahead and get into it. This is Drake with his When to Say When and Chicago Freestyle.
I mean, where the fuck should I really even start?
Okay, light up.
Yeah. Somebody hit me today.
Okay, so right off the bat, yes, we are correct. He flipped Song Cry. This is one of the, like, when you think of hip-hop songs that really evoke emotion just from the music, this one does it. Songs that I think of, at least just from shit that I listen to all the time, Big Crit Yesterday, that evokes emotion, at least for me, just because of the subject matter. Song Cry, definitely. There's a Ghostface song, I can't think of the name of it right now. All That I Got Is You. Ghostface Killer, All I Got Is You. Definitely one of those type of songs. Song Cry is one of those, and I'm interested because, at least in my head, if he's flipping something like this means he's spitting. I've said my takes about how I feel about when Drake starts a record. In my head, this is gonna be him like actually like talking some shit. So let's see what he's gonna do.
Nah, just make sure you know. You tell me what to do when I get there. You know. I said I respect you.
Oh, okay, you got it kind of low.
I got all these blessings just to give it to others anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My hand's always open.
Sometimes I just really want to know like where rappers pull that inspiration for the obligatory kind of rant that they go on before they start their verse. Guys that interest me with that are Drake, Wale, sometimes Future, like Wiz Khalifa, like people like that. When they do their little whoever that they're, I guess, subliminally talking to before the record, I always just find interest in like who did they pull this from, or who is this imaginary conversation towards? Is it towards the engineer? Is it towards the producer? Is it towards, I don't know, some chick, whatever? Like that just really interests me sometimes with them.
Hey, 33 years I gave that to the game. 33 mil, I say that for the rain. 500 weeks, I feel the charts with my pain.
First off, whoever did the flip, I'll research that afterwards. Already. That sounds nice. Song Cry is already a sample, but that's one of those records that when you think about it, until you hear somebody flip it, you wonder how has that record not been flipped already.
500 mil and I fall back in the 6. Finally give you niggas the space you need to exist. Michael Jackson shit, but the palace is not for kids. Still women saying it's childish the way we live.
That was funny. He said 500 mil and I'll go back to the 6, and that'll give you niggas the space to exist. So he's saying once he clean up, once he get his 500 mil, he'll go ahead and retire to the 6 and give all the rest of you niggas that's, I guess, maybe feel like he in the way, they space to exist. What was the line? Michael Jackson Palace, but it's not a place for kids. And then women saying how childish it's childish the way they live.
Brought a few W's Deuce to the 6. Baby mama fluke, but I love her for who she is. Baby Wayne and Ted's responsible for this shit. Half the time I question my consciousness in this shit. Other times I question if compliments are legit. Full time I'm out here confident as a bitch. Trying to make good on the promises that I give. Trying to make sure my accomplices are legit.
One thing that a common subject with Drake songs, he never he just never trusts anything that anybody ever says to him. He never thinks that anyone just genuinely gives him a compliment. Now, I guess when you live the life of Drake and you got a lot of people that envy you because of the spot that you in, and when you deal with the type of, I guess, beefs or just issues that he's had in the past, maybe you do have a kind of side eye when somebody give you a compliment. I think he said something on Scorpion. I can't remember. It was Emotionless. He was talking shit about like how people like comment after the album done and all that shit, give him compliments, all that. He don't want none of that shit. But that's like a common like thread for him of like I don't trust the compliments that people give me.
Register the business in my brother's name. 3,500 in a pocket that should cover things. Certified lover man, trapping out the motherland. Always move right, so my watch is on the other hand. She could try and play it down now, but she was a fan. People want
Always move right, so my watch is on the other hand. I'm trying to like think of what that means, but I mean, if you always move right, so your watch is on the other hand, I mean, men, if you don't know this, you're supposed to wear your watch on your left arm. It sounded clever, like if you meant it like in that way, but I mean, like you're supposed to wear your watch on the other arm. If you're moving right, to get your watch on your other arm, you're supposed to wear your watch on your other arm. Ah, shut up. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
wanna know what's in my pockets, they don't understand. My assistant always finding Percocet and rubber bands. No, my mom might not wanna hear how I discover plans. Word to Sandra Graham, no one love you like your mother can.
I've said this before, I'll say it again. Whenever I listen to a Drake song, all I have to hear is the first 2 to 4 bars to see like what type of shit is he on. Like good examples of that are like 6 p.m. in New York versus Pop Style. It's just a way that he flows and a way that he actually uses his voice that lets me know, okay, I'm finna actually spit, I'm finna actually get busy.
I watch Michael Rubin win $1 million off a couple hands. I decide what to see next like it's on demand. I decide what to be next like I'm switching plans. I'ma tell you what you feel next like the weatherman. I will split heads and break necks for my little man. 6 God praying hands like I'm a religious man, but I'm just a sicker man.
He got busy. He said, we watching Michael Rubin get rich off a couple hands, and 6 guy with the praying hands like I'm a religious man. I'm really fucking with it so far. And I feel like he's about to switch the beat, which I'm kind of upset at because I was like really vibing to that whole sample.
Dirty baby, won't you meet me by the beam? Too early, maybe later you could show me. You know what it is whenever I visit Windy City, she blowing me kisses, no.
That just made me think of something. All-Star Game was just in the city like 2 weeks ago. Chicago, you know, she blowing me kisses, Windy City, all that shit. 30 degrees and all that. It wasn't 30 degrees, yeah. I'd have took 30 degrees during All-Star Weekend. I was out for a little while during All-Star Weekend. It was like being positive, like maybe 7 degrees during All-Star Weekend. Yo, motherfuckers that was out moving like that, I went out one night. No. I understand why we haven't had an All-Star game since 1988. It's fucking cold outside. No. We can get back into Drake, talking about Chicago.
Hey. Truck to the plane, to the truck to the hotel lobby. Me, I go through underground garages, presidential suite on deposit, elevator up to the room, shower up and then we hit the club.
Okay, just real quick, because now I thought I saw something when I saw like the preview of this shit on Twitter. The guy sitting next to him, I swore up and down was Nipsey Hussle. I think I was like just looking at my phone and just kind of saw. I wasn't even really listening to the audio. I was just like, I just saw it. I'm like, it's new Drake shit. I don't know if I might not even pass it yet. It was like a shot where they showed Drake and the guy next to him from like the back of their heads. And I saw the braids. I swore up and down that was Nipsey. I'm glad I'm wrong now because that tweaked me the fuck out.
Touchdown, gotta see what's up.
That.
And then we hit the club. Touchdown, gotta see what's
right there. That shot right there. Tell me if you didn't know what the fuck was going on outside of the fact that he's wearing an October's very own sweater. I didn't peep that when I first saw it. But minus the sweater, would you not think that's Nip? Just saying. I'm just saying.
What's up? Area code in my phone. What numbers do I still have? Who do I know from the past? Hit one, she say she got a man. Hit another one, it goes green. Must have changed phones on the team. Remember when you let me in between? That was 2017.
That's a funny experience to have. Like if you text somebody that you ain't texted in a while, especially if you know they got an iPhone, and you text them back and they shit green, either you got a new phone or you probably blocked my ass. That's just a funny little experience.
All good, Chuck to look around. Find one to see my type. Damn, my dog and he know what I like. He done found me plenty in my life. Problem is I meet a girl tonight, then I go and treat her too nice. Got a real credit card swipe.
Hey, my boy Book. Is that Vince? Yes, that's Vince on the, right next to him. But my boy Book, just alluding to a prior video I did. The NBA was on bullshit with Devin Booker. He played in the All-Star game. He replaced Dame. That's all well and good. How the fuck did he not make the game outright? I just really want to know. But it was a rough weekend for my boy. My boy had to be an injury replacement. Fucking beat it on the last shot for the 3-point contest, man. Shout out to my boy Book. And shout out to Vince, because he funny.
But I do know one thing, though. Women, they come, they go. Saturday through Sunday, Monday. Monday through Sunday, yo.
When I first heard about this, I'm in a group chat. Shout out Nasty Hive. When I first heard something about this, before I saw anything, I thought the song was called Superman or some shit like that. Originally, I thought it was like gonna be two songs. One side was Song Cry, one side was like a Superman flip, but now I get what they meant. He's doing a Superman flow and taking some bars from Superman. Shout out him. And so, okay, all that makes sense now.
Maybe I'll love you one day. Maybe we'll someday grow. Till then, I'll sit my drunk ass on that runway on this one way.
Ooh, I like that. Maybe I'll love you someday. Maybe we'll someday grow. Till then, I'll sit my drunk ass on this fucking runway. Hey man, sometimes you gotta sit that drunk till you ready for somebody. I fuck with it. What was this with the 11s on this song? Was this Snake Scan 11s?
You know what it is whenever I visit. Windy City, she blowing me kisses. No.
Damn.
Way to go, so hold me tight. Well, I see you at the show tonight.
Real quick, thank you for reminding me how broke I am, Drake. Appreciate that. I needed another reminder. Thank you. It seemed like some Drake shit to do, like talk about how maybe we'll someday grow with some chick, maybe I love you someday, and I just sit my drunk ass around, and then like he just sitting somewhere alone counting some money and putting some money in a safe. Like, got all these emotional problems, but I'll just count some money and put some shit up in my safe until I'm done with that. But it looks like we're done with this video, man. Definitely like that. Obviously, I've been very critical of like certain Drake things, but honestly, I feel like ever since I've had this channel, I've had a lot of very, very positive things to say about him, man. He can't miss lately, man. Nigga got me to like a Future record. So, hey, I don't feel like there was no bullshit at all with that. I gotta stop talking like that because people be acting like I'm still hating. And it's like, it's just, me personally, I have a very high expectation out of Drake because, as I say all the time, and no one seems to ever remember, Drake was my favorite rapper at one point. It wasn't like it was just always critique and negative takes. He was my favorite rapper at one point, so I have high expectations of him. But ever since the lead up to Scorpion, I like what the fuck he been doing. Can't wait to see what else is coming. Obviously, I feel like the moves he's been making, there's multiple projects of music that should be coming out soon. One being, I guess, eventually his own album. And then I highly doubt that there wouldn't be a future Drake project coming within the next, we'll say 2 months. What a Time to Be Alive 2 or whatever the hell they want to call it. But that's gonna be it for that. Like the video, dislike the video, comment what you thought about it, comment what you thought about the samples and the bars, some of the shit he had to say. Oh, really quick, an announcement, but not an announcement. I got some new shit coming soon. So stay tuned for that. Really excited about it. I don't want to say nothing about it just yet. It's something that's gonna be really exciting, I think, man. I ain't gonna say too much else about it, man. Just know I got something coming soon, and we'll see what happens from that. So, like the video, comment on the video, share the video around, subscribe to the channel, the little red button and all that shit, and then hit the little bell that says when I post shit, which I know for y'all is probably like every 6.5 months, but we ain't gonna worry about that. When it come out, it come out. Thank you very much for taking your time out to watch, and I'm out. Be live. Peace.